So we should probably talk about some political stuff.
Like the DNC.
Which I didn't watch.
I didn't really watch any of it. I just have watched snippets of it, on and off. Of course, Flotus's speech was just so prolific.
Ashley Judd said it was breathtaking.
It was breathtaking. I wish it actually would take breath from her, because then maybe she wouldn't spew so much crap out of her mouth.
She does have too much breath.
Yeah. So anyways, so that was breathtaking, apparently. And on top of that, they've had, I think they've had really amazing speakers like Jimmy Carter. The second worst president ever.
Yeah.
And Eva Longoria spoke, because I didn't know this until I wrote about it this morning, but she is the co-chair of the Obama campaign. I did not know that, which is so typical. A desperate housewife is the co-chair of the DNC.
Yeah, that is kind of perfect.
Yeah, it was kind of ridiculous. So she spoke today about how she worked really hard for 4 years to get a degree and flipped burgers and taught aerobics to do that. And that, Eva Longoria, who flipped burgers, needed a tax break. But Eva Longoria, who is the movie star and is on movie sets, doesn't need a tax break. So I'm just waiting for her to write a check, a big old fat check, along with Warren Buffett and all these other yahoos who don't pay their taxes.
Matt, hello. I just went to an HR conference thingy, and I went to the healthcare update because I wanted to hear about, what they were telling employers about all the healthcare changes and how it's going to impact employers. And everything's awful. I mean, as you can imagine, like the Society for Human Resource Management is not a big fan of Obamacare because for employers, everything sucks.
Yeah.
So one of the things that they mentioned, which I didn't know in terms of tax hikes, is how like people participate in flexible spending accounts.
Yes. Yes.
So that's now reduced. The cap on that is $2,500 a year now.
Oh my God.
Which is half of what we were.
And does that count for daycare too?
Well, that's I don't know. I don't know about dependent care, but for medical expenses, you used to be able to, to contribute pre-tax money to your own sort of savings account of up to $5,000 or even more.
But I don't understand that though, because that seems to me like it's counterintuitive of what they want to do.
Well, we were not paying taxes on, for example, it's just like the over-the-counter stuff too. Remember, like in 2012, I think, or it might have even been 2011, where you couldn't use your flexible spending dollars on Tylenol anymore.
Okay, I gotcha.
Right?
Okay.
Because they want that tax money. So
so basically they just
want more.
Has anybody noticed how freaking high gas prices are? Oh my God! They were like, seriously, the other day, I know they're $4 down by where I live, and I live out in the sticks.
Yeah.
And they were $4. And then yesterday, I went grocery shopping at Super Target. I know I've mentioned this like 1,000 times before, but nobody's talking about it.
Yeah.
I mean, a little tiny box of blackberries, okay, $4.27.
Oh my God.
That $4.27. Now, of course, Mr. Daisy said to me, "Now, Daisy, it's because the weather sucked. We've had a lot of drought, blah blah blah. So that's part of it." And yes, that could very well be part of it. And but grocery prices are ridiculous. I mean, they have just skyrocketed in the past 4 years. I notice it. I mean, I notice these things because I am on a budget.
Yeah, you can feel it everywhere.
Everywhere.
Every part
Gas,
of your life
food,
is impacted.
Electricity. I mean, our property taxes are going up next year. I mean, there's just a lot of stuff that we're getting hit with. And, we're middle class.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's exactly right. I think I would have paid more attention to the whole DNC this week if the week hadn't been so sucky.
I agree. Yeah, we had a bad week with the
with the site stuff that was going on. I just thought if I add to because I know I would have watched it and I would have just been like,
I think we may have died if we watched the DNC. We may have perished.
Been bad for our health.
Yeah, because we just seriously may have had heart attacks together.
I couldn't deal, but earlier this morning I posted, and you probably haven't seen this yet because you were driving up to the other side.
Driving.
The Washington Post, which is not usually favorable to conservatives, did a fact check on Biden and Obama's speeches, and it ripped it to shreds.
Really?
Yeah, it was kind of awesome.
But did it take into account their marathon times? Because I want to know what Biden's marathon time is. And I think he lied about it.
I'm sure he did. Well, you know what he did lie about? The thing that I thought was just the grossest. Now, this wasn't part of the Washington Post fact check, but Mr. Mock heard it on the radio the other day, and a lot of our readers actually confirmed it on Facebook, too, that they'd heard the same thing. Biden said in his speech that Obama, was at his mother's bedside when she died of cancer, fighting with the insurance companies over pre-existing condition stuff.
I remember that.
Which was a lie. He was on his book tour when she was dying, and apparently did not even attend her funeral because he was out selling his freaking book. I know, not to mention the fact that the whole thing about her fighting with insurance companies was also a lie, because although she was fighting with an insurance company, it was about disability coverage.
Okay, so
not
only
nothing to do with pre-existing
So not
conditions.
only did you lie, but you lied about your mother
and exploited his mother.
Your mother?
How do you do that?
Oh my God!
How do people vote for a man like that? I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
Get that.
But see, I think a lot of it is they just don't know.
Yeah.
They just don't know because this stuff isn't talked about, so they have no idea that this is going on. I mean, the fact checks. We've seen so many fact checks about fact checks from the right, with all these people. Oh my God, Paul Ryan lied about, his wife's hair color.
Yeah.
This is so, just
it's
stupid
ridiculous.
crap, and like his marathon. Who cares about his marathon time? I don't give a rat's patootie. And so that is the stuff that they're focusing on, which they're taking. I mean, they're trying to distract us.
Mm-hmm.
Debbie Wasserman Schultz, she's a huge liar.
Oh
she lied last. She lies
like
a rug, a nasty, dirty old rug.
Wasn't that awesome though when that audio was out? Yeah,
but you know what? The thing is, people still listen to this chick, and she's still head of the Democrats. She is the face of the Democratic Party.
She's the hair of the Democratic Party.
She is the hair of the party.
That's not good.
Seriously, and
she's not good for the party.
And not only did she lie, but she lied about what somebody else said. It's one thing to lie about what you say, but when you you actually misquote somebody else,
and then accuse Fox or whoever it was
of being the one to do it.
Yeah, I was like, how do you do that?
It came out of your pie hole. And you lied, but yet you're going to blame it on a conservative newspaper. Oh my God, you wretched cow. I mean, I just can't even believe that. I don't understand how people can do that and sleep at night and think that is okay. But they get away with it. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, they just get away with it because people don't know. And people will still look to her as, the head of the Democrats, and she's so smart.
She is ridiculous. Ella, leave her alone.
See, there she is again. She's back. You can't see her, but the dog is licking me. She's a licky girl. Anyway,
so can I just say something about our party? I know there's a lot of people out there that aren't coming to the party, but I did want to say, in case people missed the post, that for those of you who cannot come to the Chicks Meet and Greet, which is on September 29th, Mr. Mock will be live tweeting the event.
Yes.
So you can follow it that way. And he will also be saying some potentially embarrassing things about us.
Yeah, so we have Mr. Mock doing the Twitter stuff. We have Mr. Daisy handling AV electronic stuff because that is how he rolls. and then I believe that my stepson and possibly his girlfriend may be helping us out with video. So they may be taking video and whatnot, and maybe even engaging people in some conversation.
Yeah, so the people that are there, they might be like doing little snippet interviews.
They can do little interviews or what. I'm trying to make that happen right now, but I think that my stepson will probably oblige.
I think that'll be awesome.
Yeah, and I think he'll be the only one at the party that can't drink.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so
That's right. Well, hopefully this will be the first event of many, many, many.
I hope so.
And hopefully the next one's in Vegas because.
Yeah, honest to God, we really want that to happen.
That would be awesome.
That is our goal.
Who wouldn't travel to Vegas?
I think
that's a good excuse, right?
Yeah, and I think that's our goal for next year. That should be our number one goal, is to go to Vegas this time next year.
Oh my God.
And have it be like 1,000-person venue. That would be totally
I would love that.
Fun. It'd be so fun. We'd feel like J-Lo at the MGM Grand. Seriously.
Can we hire bouncers?
Oh my gosh.
To be like outside saying you are on the list.
It'd just be our husbands. Roughing people up. Yeah, that's what it would be.
But that would be the perfect second event venue.
Oh, it'd be so awesome to go to Vegas.
I mean, you guys come to Vegas? You'll come, right?
Come to Vegas. And what happens there stays there.
Except for what Mr. Mock live tweets.
That's true. That's very true, because that lives on forever.